This soliloquy that he has here is quite important. To be thus is nothing. To be king is nothing, but to be safely thus. I'm not sure I can stay king. I'm not sure I'm safe in this role. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. He has a more royal nature, and not only that, but the witches told him that his children would be kings. So my fear of Banquo, figuring all this out, and being a threat to my staying king, sticks deep. He goes on to say, there is none but he, whose being I fear. He's the only one that I'm afraid of, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters, he fussed at, he chided them, when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings, and upon my head they placed a fruitless crown. Notice that fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip. Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. All of that is talking about that genealogy, saying that the fruitless, my parentage will not bear fruit. Nobody in my family will become king after me. My scepter is barren. There is no children that will come from that. No son of mine succeeding. And he says, if it be so, for Banquo's issue, his child, for Banquo's issue have I defiled my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace only for them. So rancors in my peace means that he is ill at ease. He's not sleeping well. Here we go, lack of sleep. And he says, it is for Banquo's children I've done all of this. What was I thinking? I've got to do something about that. Now, the only thing that he can think to do, and remember, he's already stepped up that level of killing when he killed the guards. The plan was to kill one, he's killed 3, and he says, now, only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. So you can see what Macbeth is thinking here. He's thinking, I'm going to have to do something about Banquo and Fleance. The servant comes in with 2 murderers. These are hired killers, and Macbeth has a conversation with them about, remember we talked about this yesterday. Now watch in this next speech how Macbeth thoroughly convinces them that this is their idea. He says, you know, it's Banquo who's holding you down. You know, I would be a great king if Banquo weren't around. And he really, that means he's holding you down. And so you are in a pitiful condition of life. It's all Banquo's fault. He works them up to the point that they volunteer to go and kill Banquo for him. And this is, he's already got on his conscience the death of Duncan and those 2 guards. He doesn't want to add to that. So he puts that on them so that they, in turn, will do it. Now this echoes what Lady Macbeth did for him. And he knows that manipulation. He learned it from Lady Macbeth. They agree to go ahead to go on out and kill. I mean, they are enthusiastic in their agreement. Let us do it. Let us go kill him. All the way on over, as you see the first and second murderer discussed, they're going, I want to do this for you. We shall perform what you command us, what you ask. And then they end that scene with saying, or Macbeth saying to them, your spirits shine through you. Now, they're talking to the king. And so to talk to the king, and the king saying, I'm going to I think you are shining. You are such a good servant to me. That's a big deal for them. I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace. Go away from here. Banquo is going away, and so this is the perfect opportunity. And with him, to leave no rubs or botches in the work, Fleance, his son, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. So when you're killing Banquo, kill Fleance as well, because really, the killing of Fleance is the #1 thing, although Banquo could have more children, and so Macbeth would not be settled even in that. They are resolved, and he ends this scene with that expected rhyming couplet, it is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight. I hope you see that that's a text echo back to, let me pause and say, what do you think that's a text echo back to? I hope you recognize that's a text echo right back to Duncan, and where he says, hear it not, Duncan, it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell. And this is a very similar line. And that ends Act 3, Scene 1.